Hi guys. I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you about fitness and health and weight loss. And for those of you, some of you know me, I have struggled with weight issues all my life. And I have never loved my body. I've never really loved myself. And I've always struggled, and I thought that that's what was keeping me single, and that no one wants me because I'm fat and whatever. So I've gained and lost 50 pounds multiple times during my life, especially the last probably 10 years. And so last August, I started getting into personal development. I got a therapist, and I actually started intermittent fasting at that time because I've done all of the diets, I've done all the things, and I went from when I met Dan, I was really into fitness, and then I stopped and I started getting sad, and I started gaining weight and eating and not caring about myself. And I don't know what I weighed when I met him, but I probably gained 20, 30 pounds. And last year at Christmas, I only weighed myself at his parents' house or the doctor, and I weighed 189 pounds. And man, that hurt. Like, it was like a punch in the face to see that on the scale, because at my, that's what I remember being at my heaviest. And I was like, damn, back here. And I saw some pictures of myself, and I was like, whoa, like I didn't even recognize myself. And so I was intermittent fasting, and I was kind of working out here or there, but mainly it was intermittent fasting from August until probably March. And then in March, I started reading a bunch of books about highly successful people, and they all woke up early and they all worked out. I was like, well, I'm gonna be a high performer, so I've got to start doing these things. And I started running and really getting into yoga and working out. And I think that was like April, maybe March, April of this year. And I wasn't focused on, like, of course you want to look good when you look at yourself in the mirror, but it wasn't really like I have to be this certain weight or whatever. And so I started working out and running, and I felt good. And then I started doing yoga. And in May, Dan joined me, and we do yoga every single day. Well, I take that back. We meditate every single day, but we only do yoga. Well, we do yoga Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, we might skip a day. So and every now and again, I'll do an extra workout, but I really don't focus on that. It's really mainly yoga. So since August of last year, I have only been intermittent fasting. I eat whatever the hell I want. I live with an amazing man who cooks for us all the time. And so we eat so well, but he doesn't cook like healthy per se. We use all the good fats, all the good food. But we try to eat, protein is a huge part of the meal, and good carbs and veggies and all that. So we eat well. We don't eat like shit most of the time. But, so anyways, I did intermittent fasting. All that I do is I stop eating around 8 to 10 p.m. Yes, we do eat late sometimes. And then I typically will eat around noon. Sometimes it's later, sometimes it's earlier. I am not strict at all. I don't restrict anything. I just drink black coffee and water. And I noticed my body was changing, and it was changing in areas that I've always focused on. My abs or my stomach has always been a trouble spot for me. I've always felt awful because I've never had a flat stomach, and it's always been an issue. And then my ex was an asshole, and he was always talking about where are your abs, blah, 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 blah. So I kind of had a little thing with my stomach area. And so around May, we started doing yoga every day, and we started meditating. And I swear to God, meditation has helped me lose weight, because I started focusing on loving myself from the inside out. And I started focusing on me and who I was, and growing and learning and personal development. And I started building confidence, and I started certain meditations, not all of them, but really only a handful of them. I would focus energy towards my stomach, because I believe that we hold on to emotional weight. And I feel like that my stomach is where I hold on to a lot of emotional weight. And it was wild because after like a month of meditation, my skin started smoothing out and I was losing weight in that area. And I am on the goal to just be who I'm supposed to be, like the very healthy, the healthiest that I can be in my skin. So meditation has, like, it's so crazy because it has helped me so much. I swear, like, without doing anything, I started losing weight. I didn't change anything at all. And so this summer we went back and I weighed myself and I was like 169 and I was like, oh cool, like I've lost 20 pounds, that's great. And then July we went back and I had only lost a pound and I was like getting down on myself and I was like, damn it, like I should have been further, I should have been farther, like I'm working and I'm trying. And so I got down on myself. And then I think a month ago or something, I went to the doctor and I weighed 153 and I wasn't even trying. And it's not about the number, but to me it's like I'm not really focusing on it, but it's happening. And that's what I want to convey, is that when you focus on yourself and you focus on the inside, the outside, you start, first of all, I think I look at myself, well, I know I look at myself differently when I look in the mirror. I don't just see a body, I see me. I see the real me that's inside this bag of bones and skin that we're all in. Like, the true essence of who we are, that is who we need to be focusing on. And that is what we need to be working out every single day, our freaking brains and our freaking minds, so that we can see ourselves different. And then everything else just falls into place. When you're happy and you're joyful and you're at peace with yourself, your body just follows suit. And I feel like as a society, well, maybe like in the US, like everyone is so sad. I see it all the time and it just makes me want to cry because I know how that feels. I know how it feels to appear to have everything going on the outside. I've got a job that I love. I have a career. Like, I actually really like what I do. I only work 3 days a week. I've got an amazing partner. We have amazing animals. Like, my life is good and my life has been good. I felt like my life truly started when I moved to Austin, yet I was the saddest I've ever been. So I was putting on this shell and I was thinking, well, I'm supposed to be happy, but I'm not. And I think that weight and our outer appearance is so huge, so freaking huge, like, especially for women. And not that men don't go through it too, but we just have so much more focus. You have to wear your makeup. You have to do this. You have to be beautiful. You have to be a size whatever. And why are we spending so much time and money and energy to look good on the outside when we're dying on the inside and we're unhappy? And I'm sorry, I'm getting, obviously this is a really big thing for me and I'm getting, I can't even say the word, I'm getting excited about it. But we need to focus on our minds and we need to focus on ourselves and we need to focus on truly loving ourselves. And we have the tools right in front of us. Meditation, like yoga, centering yourself, breathing, just taking a breath like that, I'm calm. Like, it puts me back into the zone that I'm trying to be in while I'm talking to you. Thank you so much for watching me. But I don't know how to convey how important it is for us to work out our minds daily, because truly that's where it all starts. We are in control of our life. We are in control of so much more than you think. All up by what we say and by what we're thinking, because it's okay. It's not your fault. You probably don't even know. Like, you're probably not even aware. I wasn't. But when I started to become aware, which I feel like awareness is the first thing. When you become aware of your thoughts, that's when it all starts changing, because you're like, wait a minute, why am I thinking this? Like, my big thing, a big belief that I had to get through was I'm unlovable. And I truly thought, like, I knew I had so much to give and so much love to give. And I've always tried to love as many people as I possibly can. Like, I just love giving. And I didn't understand why no one wanted to give back to me. But in reality, a lot of people did. I just blocked them from it because of that thought that I continuously thought, I'm unlovable, I'm unlovable. And it's so like I came to that belief because my dad stopped showing me love probably around age 11, and that's when it started. And then around that time I was really sad. And I think I was probably really sad because I didn't feel loved. And so in order to protect myself, I put up this front, and I was blocking love from pretty much everyone I know, except my sister. Like, my sister and I are very close, and I know that she loves me, and I can be vulnerable and open with her, and she feels safe, and Dan feels safe. But those were, and my therapist, thank you, Jen. But it was really hard for me to feel safe, and when you don't feel safe, it's hard to let love in because it's scary. And so I need to wrap this. I need to come full circle. The reason I wanted to talk about this is because I urge you to focus on your mind and not your body, because you are beautiful and you are you. And man, I can't remember how many times I was like, when I'm 20 pounds lighter, when I'm this size, then I'll be happy. When I have a boyfriend, then I'll be happy. When I have my dream job, then I'll be happy. And guess what? I got it all and I wasn't happy. So something has to change, and that starts inside, and it starts with us. And it starts about this on the current podcast. I think it's episode number 9, a calm mind equals less anxiety. And 90% of what we think is automatic, it's daily, and 80% of that is negative. Because as humans, we are wired to be 9 times more negative than, I think that's a stat, but I heard or read somewhere, but 9 times more negative than positive. Because when we were Neanderthals or whatever, like, there was a saber-toothed tiger potentially about to kill us, so we had to be like, what's that, what's that, what's that, negative, negative, negative. But we don't have to do that anymore, yet we do it. So when you realize that you are not your thoughts, that you have this like passenger that's trying to keep you safe, but it's holding you back, and you got to say, shut the F up. This is my trajectory now. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm living my life. And then you reprogram your brain. And good God, I have to daily put myself in this mindset, because how quickly we get, I like use this motion because I feel like it's, you're floating and you're out of the, and then something happens and boom, you get yanked back in, and like 3 weeks later, you're like, what the like, oh my God, okay, that happened, this happened, I got off track. Let's rein it in and let's keep, like, new day, new start, new moment, let's go. And it's hard, but it's so worth it. I love myself for the first time in my life. I feel good in my skin. I'm still not exactly where I want to be, but I love myself as I am now. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I have the most amazing relationship. I am doing the most amazing things. I'm learning and growing constantly every single day. And I would urge you that if you're someone who is sad and lonely and depressed and hating herself and her body, I would urge you to, first of all, console yourself. Tell yourself you're sorry for all that you've said to yourself, and it's okay to be you. I give myself a little internal hug a lot, and I talk to little Lindsey, as I refer to it. I'm like, girl, I got you. Like, I finally have you now, and you are safe, and you are good, and you are worthy. And I'm still working through these feelings, and it takes time, but man, I feel like I'm truly living for the first time in my life, and I'm 34. Better to start now than later. But it's just focusing on yourself and personal development is everything. I just want to tell you that you are good and you are worthy, and you have the power within you to live your best life. I would say that something that you can do starting right now is be aware of your thoughts and question them. Question everything. if whatever it is that you're saying, say it out loud, write it down, and then question it. Be like, wait, why is this true? How, like, do I have actual facts? Do I have actual evidence that this thing is true, or am I making it up in my head? Start with that and see where you go from there. And check out our podcast. We talk all about meditation, mindfulness, how to lower your anxiety, and all of the things. So go check us out, the Wai Society, on wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever. So anyways, I gotta go back to work. Thank you for listening. I hope that this helped you. Please comment below if you have any questions. I absolutely freaking love to talk about this. So talk to me. Anyways, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.